morning, students. I have already said that revised syllabus for 2020 and 2021 will change the syllabus. The measurement of national income, of the numerical problems, value-added method, income method, and expenditure method. The syllabus is repeated for this year. So we'll start directly. That is the unit 2. The chapter name is the money banking. And in unit 2, there is that money and banking and function of commercial bank and function of central banks. So today we start the new chapter of unit 2, that is that money chapter. Before we introduce that money, think yourself, close your eyes and think. If there will be no existence of money, then what is the consequence? If there will be no money, existence of money, then what will be that consequence? Think yourself. So that was the situation that is called the barter systems. That was the first systems we will discuss before the introduction of money. That is called the barter exchange, or that was the system commodity in place of commodities, C in place of C. That is called that barter exchange, or that economy was to be called that C in place of C, C to C economy. So what is barter systems? It implies the direct exchange of goods for goods without exchange of money. At present time, when you are going to that Samta stores, and any kinds of goods you can purchase to satisfy your needs by giving that money. As there was no introduction at that time of the money, so people were exchanging their goods and services, only goods in place of goods. So that kinds of direct exchange systems is to be known as the barter systems, or that is called that barter exchange systems. So when this system was prevailing in the economy, there was so much difficulties, there was so much drawbacks or that inconvenience. One proverb you know, necessity is the mother of inventions. So today, what money you are looking, that economy system was not prevailing at that time. So gradually, the problems what they were facing, to solving these problems, we have already reached that at present time, that metallic money, or by that ATM card you can withdraw that money, or online transactions. So we'll go back of that time when there was no money. So that kinds of difficulty will start. First one, that is the lack of double coincidence of funds. Lack of double coincidence of funds. Lack of double coincidence of funds. It means suppose you have that X goods that is wheat. And you want to buy goods, that is maybe the so that X goods, which is that surplus of that person's. So he will search to that other persons who has that Y goods, and that Y goods also require that X goods, that is wheat. Think yourself. That time, the searching of X in place of Y goods, how much the time is to be required? How much that cost is to be required? And there is no certainty that in place of X goods, that Y goods is that available of that particular persons. So these kinds of wants, which is to be known as the lack of double coincidence of wants. It is difficult to come across double coincidence of wants. It means that it is very difficult to find out that owner of Y goods, who needs that X goods. Y goods has that the, and X goods the wheat, and X goods will search to that Y goods, and this searching of that Y goods is a very difficult task or very challengeable task, so that these kinds of difficulties is to be known as that lack of double coincidence of wants. So what are the difficulties here? First one, we have to spend the time, we have to cost, and we have to wait. You have money, immediately you went to that Samta store and purchased the goods. Immediately there is no lack of time. Within a 5 minutes or 10 minutes, only that charges transportation times, nothing else. So these difficulties are to be known as the lack of double coincidence of wants. Secondly, lack of divisibility. Divisibility means which goods cannot be divisible. That is called the lack of divisibility. Suppose you have the mobile, you have the TV, you have the car. So you want to purchase that wheat or dal, or in place of car you want to that bike. So can you divisible your car to get that bike? Or if you want to exchange one car equal to one bike? These problems, these difficulties is to be known as the difficulty in lack of divisibility. So lack of divisibility or difficulty in divisibility, because car could not be divisible. You could not cut into small pieces. If you will cut into small piece, then that goods will be useless. So that is to be called the lack of divisibility or divisibility of difficulties. In commodity exchange, difficulty of dividing the commodity arises. Difficulty of divisibility arises. That is So far my example is concerned that in place of one car, how much bike is available? It is not possible that one car equal to one bike. So that car could not be divisible into small parts. This difficulty is to be known as the difficulty of divisibility or lack of difficulty. If a person has a car, he could not be exchanged for a bike, then the car cannot be divided. So that kinds of difficulty of divisibility is to be known as the lack of divisibility. This is that sophisticated person. Suppose a person has that buffaloes and a person has that one elephant. So elephant would not be divisible to get that one goat. So animals cannot be divided into that smaller units. That is to be called that lack of divisibility. Third one, difficulty in storing. Difficulty in storing. The goods cannot be stored for long time. Like whenever the farmer is producing that tomatoes or that potatoes, he cannot be stored for the long time. At present time there is the storing facilities, cold storage is available. But at that time there is that no storing facilities. So the perishable goods could not be stored long time. If the farmer is producing that number of quintals of the tomatoes, he cannot be stored. But at present time, when a person has the money, he can store in the bank or the godown, whatever may be that. So that kinds of difficulties is to be known as the difficulty of storing. So first point is about lack of double coincidence of parts. Second point is the lack of divisibility. Third point is the difficulty in storing. Fourth point, absence of common measure of value. Absence of common measure of value. What do we mean by common measure? Whenever you are going to that Samta market, you are purchasing that one bread, you are paying that 40 rupees. But similarly, whenever one person who has X goods, that is wheat, how much quintals of wheat or how much wheat in place of dal, how he will know how much he will get? That is called that absence of common measure of value. When thousands of goods are produced and exchanged, there is no that only 2 goods or 3 goods. If we will go to that Samta store, thousands of commodities. So thousands of commodities are to be tagged as a price, rupees. How much the value of that goods? So similarly, when the thousand of goods are produced and exchanged, thus there should be unlimited exchange ratios. Unlimited exchange ratios. It means suppose one car equal to how much Y, how much Y goods, how much Z goods, how much A goods, how much X goods. These are that. But all these goods are to be that how much price, that can be calculated. So there are 1,000 of goods, the 1,000 of goods with the exchange of the 1,000 goods, one goods, second goods of that 1,000 of goods. That measurement is very difficult task for a human beings. In fact, each good must have many different values depending upon that commodity in exchange. Dal price, wheat price, sugarcane price, tomatoes price, different vegetables price. all these prices are not same, so that it is very difficult to find out that exchange common measure of that all kinds of goods. That is called the difficulties of common measurement. For example, again, one pair of socks can be exchanged for 1 kg of wheat, but 10 pair of socks might be the right exchange value of 1 pair of shoes. It limits the amount of trade values, so we could not different measurement. We could not have that different measurement at that time, that one goods in place of that how many of the other goods. That is to be called that lack of common measurement value. At present time we have common measurements, price money 1 rupee equal to 100 paisa. So difficulties can be solved by this involving of that money. And fifth one, that is the lack of standard of deferred payments. Lack of standard deferred payments. Deferred payment means that is the postponed payments. It means your father is doing that job in the different offices or different industries. So your father is getting the salary in the end of the month. Similarly, if you are taking the loan from the banks, you are giving the interest. It can be paid ultimately as a installment, first month, second month, third month, 4 months, 5th month, like this. It can be postponed. If you would not have like this time, that is that COVID-19 pandemic case, that people have no money, no income, so that money installment is to be postponed. That is called the deferred payments. So whenever that goods are produced by the farmers, that is tomatoes this time, and after 5 months, can he repeat the tomatoes? Never. So that kinds of difficulties to be called that lack of standard deferred payments. With commodity exchange, it is not possible to have satisfactory unit of future payments like salaries, like installments of loans or interest, etc. These are to be the very much difficult during that barter systems, or this is called that barter exchange systems, or these are the 5 points which involves in the difficulties and drawbacks or inconvenience. But is that lack of double coincidence words, lack of divisibility, difficulty in storing, absence of common measurement value, and last one, lack of standard of deferred payments.